Alright, hello wine drinking people. Time for more of what I've had to drink yesterday, and those of you that have watched the show know one of my favorite areas in the wine world is Valpolicella, the valley of many cellars, and one of the top producers here, one of the most important producers, Allegrini. And these guys produce a full range of wines, super veronese wines, your classic Valpolicella, and of course, Amarone, one of the greatest wines made in Italy. All right, the Allegrini Valpolicella 2012. This wine's got a screw cap. You don't see that too often in Italy. Unfortunately, they're changing back to cork next year. They had a good idea, and then somebody had a bad idea. Go back to cork. Anyways, this is the only wine they make that has Molinara, a grape that's kind of fallen from grace here. And it doesn't really add anything to the blend. You know, Corvina being the most important grape, and the Rondinella being next here. This wine's got a very pretty floral bouquet, red berry fruit, light spice, hints of green tea, some earthy notes there as well. This one's got a nice summertime red, slightly chilled. This one would be great out by the pool. Very tangy red berry fruit, soft tannins, a light playful wine with a very short but pleasant finish. Very good stuff at $15. The Palazzo della Torre. This is a Ripasso style of wine, but they don't use the pumice from the Amarone, which is the must, the stuff that after they press the dried grapes, they pass over the juice, the Valpolicella juice, so the wine goes through re-fermentation. What they do that's unique here is they dry 30% of the grapes that they're going to use for this wine. So it's not the Amarone, it's the wine that's made for, the grapes are dried for this wine. So really unique. I don't know of anyone else that does this. And they use 5% Sangiovese in the mix here as well. This wine's got a beautiful bouquet of pretty floral notes. It's got that dark cherry, dark plum fruit, little dried character to it, clay, kind of Play-Doh minerality showing here as well. Very pretty bouquet. A round and fruity wine on the tongue. When you dry those grapes, it does something to the tannins, makes them more accessible, smooth and silky. Really nice freshness, sweet herbs and floral nuance along with that red licorice spice. Excellent juice at $21. Did I get the price for that right? Wow. Anyways, the La Grolla up next. This is a single vineyard near Lake Garda, planted in 1979. 4,000 plants per hectare, very dense. This is 80% Corvina, 10% Osaleta, and 10% Syrah. Osaleta native grape, Syrah something they figured may just round out the fruit here in this wine a little more. But no dried grapes used in this wine. A really lovely fruit-forward bouquet here. Dark plum, black licorice spice, fresh flowers. Really well endowed with notes of dark cocoa and hints of that clay-like minerality showing there. Really rich and fruity wine on the tongue with ripe round tannins. Those pretty floral notes showing through the finish along with dark spices. Big, but still has wonderful freshness here and a long layered finish. This wine should continue to improve for another 3 to 5 years. $30, another excellent value. And then the La Poya. This is a single plot of La Grolla, and it's 100% Corvina, and you can't call it Amarone for that reason. Well, I don't know if that's 100% true. Anyways, they can't call it Valpolicella or Amarone. That's what the story we were given on this afternoon. But they don't dry the grapes either with this wine. But this wine's got a good amount of dark fruit, kind of peppery spice, dark chocolate, good amount of that fresh earth, kind of clay, Play-Doh-like minerality showing a little bit of evolution. It's 2006 vintage, but still has big black cherry fruit. And a host of that nuance and spice from the nose through the finish. Tobacco, dark spices, fresh, firm hand of acidity here, damp earth notes, bitter cocoa, really good length. Continued to evolve on the second day. Most excellent juice. A little bit expensive, though. $90 a bottle. It should be most excellent. The Allegrini Amarone di Valpolicella up next. This is their most important wine. And, you know, they don't like botrytis at Allegrini. This is something that some Amarone producers like a little bit of, and it happens during the drying process, but these guys have got systems in place to make sure they don't get any botrytis in this wine. It's got a very traditional bouquet, a little bit more port-like, residual sugar high alcohol. It's got kind of a peach and apricot fruit to the cherry liqueur-like fruit there. Also, some pretty floral notes, sweet herbs, and a good hand of that clay, Play-Doh-like minerality showing here. And this is 80% Corvina, Valpolicella, and the rest is Rondinella and Ossoletta, a very rich fruity wine with layers of sweet black cherry liqueur-like fruit, a good hand of spice, pretty floral nuance from the nose showing through the finish, ripe round tannins, a long layered finish with a wonderful backbone of acidity. This wine's got at least 10 years in it. Most excellent juice, $80 a bottle. That's what we had to drink with our friends from Allegrini. I'm your host, Andrew Lamposoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.